Hello everyone. I just figured I wanted to show you what I'm going to do with Charlie. When you have large animals like this, and even small ones like goats, and when they have a cloven hoof, meaning two toes, what we do is, as you can see over time, his toes start to come in and they'll touch each other. So what I'm going to do is I trim that periodically. Um, so I'm going to actually trim this up, remove this so to prevent that. We do this on the goats as well, where what happens on a goat, it comes down and it'll extend and go underneath. So we're trimming it that way. But more or less with Charlie, it has a tendency to come forward and the cows will touch and interfere here. So what I do with him, he's different than any other ones. Our other cattle aren't as quiet as he is. He'll allow me to pick his feet up. I've worked with him when he was a baby, picking his feet up and doing it in continuous. As he's getting larger, though, he is getting heavier to pick up. He will lay down. When he's laying down, I'll get the trimmer out and nip him back how I want to do it. So it's being like a podiatrist, I guess, in a way, and or giving him a manicure would be more appropriately put. As you can see, he could care less. But anyway, I just want to show you what we do with that. And now we're just going to readjust. I'm going to pick this up and we'll go on to the next stage. So what we're doing now is, this is the pair of trimmers. These are actually great for goats and sheep. That's what we initially got them for. But they're super sharp and they actually work really good. We use these on the ponies to trim their hooves as well. When they're sharp, they really cut easily and you can do a controlled cut. So what I'm going to do is, normally we're going to try to trim his toes just like you would a horse. In other words, let them hold their own weight up or help them pick it up. So we'll do that now. Come here, Charlie, pick that up. So now you can look in here and see the two toes and where it has grown and gotten a little too long. So we'll come through here. We'll clean all this up. He's got quite a bit of toe in there. So there. And now I'll start trimming that back. And you can see how sharp these cutters are, where it's cutting right through. And now this is just like your fingernail. And we're just popping all that excess back. And this is going to help him walk better. Just like with anything, it's all preventive maintenance. Giving them the best of care. Now, the majority of the time, people don't do that or are able to do this with their cattle, because nobody really takes the time to teach them to pick up their feet. And he's actually being very good. I haven't done this in a while. And so we'll get it going here. And we're going to match up that other toe to this one. All right. Might as well pause this for a moment while we catch up. So as you can see, we've trimmed up both sides. And for all intensive purposes, or intentional purposes, this is sufficient. And with this other little extra there, he can wear that down as he's walking around. Pause. So what it is, I've done that trimming that I showed you, and we still have a little bit of touching right here between the toes. I'm going to take a file, and I'm going to try filing this down a little bit, but we also have to be careful that we don't go and cut into the quick, like when your dog or your cat or either or, as you're trimming their toenails. If you cut too far, you're going to get blood, And it's the same thing with his hoof. We don't want to go too far, cut anything, get any blood going there. We don't want to nick him, because also if he feels any pain, he's not going to want me doing this to him, and then he's going to fight and all that kind of stuff, which you don't blame him. So I want to be very cautious and err on the side of just making sure we get it where he's comfortable, traveling correctly, and it's healthy for him, and also without going too far. Because this is something I do every couple of months. And but you can see this one turned out great. This one's got a little bit of a turn in, but I also want to be careful how much I trim that back. And so I'm going to pick that up now and file it up a little bit more. Okay. So now I'm just trying to finesse it a little bit, get them a little space between the two, and also clean them up. Got to be careful, these files are really aggressive, so if you nick your skin, you'll cut it pretty good. So compared to what we had before, that's a lot better. And now we'll have to do that to all his 4 feet and get them all in good shape. But anyhow, just wanted to show you just another part of animal ownership and animal husbandry. Thank you so much for following. Bye-bye.